Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
A Poplar Bluff girl is safe and her abductor is behind bars. Also, a Farmington man is accused of threatening to blow up the Perryville Walmart. Plus, the Piedmont Rotary Club's annual radio auction is coming up soon. All of these stories are coming up.
Friday's looking like it's going to be on the nice side, but on the chilly side as well. I'll give you all the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. A 5-year-old Poplar Bluff girl is back with her family and her abductor is behind bars. Abigail Benthroth was reported missing just before 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. Her mother told police that Abigail had been last seen sleeping on a couch Tuesday night. Authorities issued Nixel and Amber alerts reporting that Abigail was believed to be with 46-year-old Jeffrey Dean Shelton, a registered sex offender. Now, at a press conference, Butler County Sheriff Mark Dobbs tells 18 Eyewitness News that Shelton called in 6 hours later to surrender.
He called our 911 center, called via cell phone as he was driving down the road, coming somewhere from the direction of maybe out of Ripley County back into this county. Was basically the indication we got was that he had had enough. He had been on the run, and as the chief indicated, that the noose was tightening, and he knew that, and he just wanted to get it brought to a conclusion.
Shelton was taken into custody around 1:15 near Highway 67 and 160. Poplar Bluff Police Chief Danny Whiteley credits the combined efforts of law enforcement and the public to bring the abduction to a quick resolution.
Well, I certainly want to thank the FBI, the Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Department, the Marshal Service that was down here. I think that's part of the asset of having the working relationship we do, and the numbers of people we had on hand. I think that helped facilitate this greatly in getting the suspect and the eyes and ears of the public out there that we're calling in tips to.
Authorities indicated Abigail suffered no physical injuries during her ordeal. Shelton is facing charges of burglary, child kidnapping, domestic assault, and felonious restraint. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here in the Weather Center with a look at our first forecast. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Showers and thunderstorms are starting to develop here in southeast Missouri. Temperatures are also starting to drop. Looking at current conditions throughout the area, we're seeing temperatures ranging from 68 in Festus, 65 in Potosi. Some of the cooler spots are seeing their showers and thunderstorms right now. 70 though in Ironton and St. Genevieve, 75 in Cape Girardeau, and 74 right now in Poplar Bluff. What's in store for the evening? Thunderstorms pretty much the entire evening. 7 p.m. temperature 67 degrees, 55 by 9, and 46 degrees by midnight. With this front pushing through, temperatures are going to continue to drop. Tomorrow's high much cooler than it was today. I'll let you know how high we will go tomorrow. Plus your weekend forecast. All those details coming up later in weather.
A Farmington man is accused of making a bomb threat against the Perryville Walmart. 24-year-old Eric Householder was charged with making a terroristic threat on Wednesday. Now, according to court documents, police believe Householder drew a picture of an exploding bomb, remote control device, and the time 4:30 on a wall of the store's men's room on October 16th. Police reviewed surveillance video to see who had been in the restroom before the drawing was discovered. While Householder denied making the drawing, authorities used the video to eliminate other suspects. Householder has not been arraigned on the charge, which carries a maximum sentence of up to 7 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. Police Chief Richard Sanders hopes Tuesday afternoon's mock accident made an impact on young people and the community. Prior to the event, Sanders told 18 Eyewitness News the goal was to show teens the consequences driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol can have, or just being distracted.
The cell phone, the talking, the texting, to try to dial numbers and things like that, we're seeing more and more of that, and that's a shame too, because it just don't take a whole long time to, 15 seconds you can be up on somebody or in front of somebody head on.
Sanders notes recent improvements to Highway 34 has made Wayne County safer for drivers.
So what the state has done, rebuilding that road and widening it and putting shoulders on it, has really tremendously helped, even though we still have accidents on our B Highway and V Victor Highway and different back highways, not the major roads, but that road has really helped by being improved like they have done.
Sanders says he's noticed fewer accidents on Highway 34 since the improvements. Well, the Piedmont Rotary Club's annual radio auction is less than 2 weeks away. Spokesman Randy Schuler has served the auction's chairman for the last 22 years. He tells 18 Eyewitness News that the community's support has grown tremendously.
It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and we're always trying to find ways to improve it, and we just increased our income greatly over the last several years. Last year, we over $22,000 in 4 nights.
Schuler says this is the club's only fundraiser, and they contribute to a number of local programs.
We provide local scholarships. We sponsor the Boy and Girl Scouts, youth sports teams, the local food bank, the youth center here, the sheltered workshop. We also back local programs like Kids for Kids, where we provide shoes, tennis shoes for some of the needy kids in the local schools. We give dictionaries to every single third grader in the county every year.
The Piedmont Rotary Club radio auction is set for November the 5th, 7th, 8th, and 9th from 6 until 9 in the evening on our sister station, Kickin' Country 105. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, Mineral Area College approves social media guidelines. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're looking for quality home furnishings, appliances, and more, look no further than Heartland Furniture and Appliance. Heartland Furniture and Appliance offers great low prices every day with 90 days same as cash. Easy payment plans to fit your budget, no hassle leasing, and great customer service. With 3 locations to better serve you, the customers, in Donovan, Dexter, and Piedmont on both sides of Main Street. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, call 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
Take control of your future by enrolling at the Unitech Career Center. Discover a new career with Unitech's nursing programs or the opportunities with Unitech's sheet metal fabricating program, or turn your hobby into a career with Unitech's power sports equipment program. From electrical trades to automotive technology programs, the first step to a well-paying future starts at the Unitech Career Center, Raider Road in Bonne Terre. For adult information, call 358-3011. For high school information, call 358-2271.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
As social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter grow, Mineral Area College trustees have approved a policy that manages its use under the institution's name. President Dr. Stephen Kurtz says the guidelines cover MAC departments, which establishes a social media presence.
We typically allow departments to establish a presence if they're willing to commit to maintain the site. And there's some guidelines in there with quality standards. And so if those are not maintained, then they're asked to remove the respective site from the social media sites.
Dr. Kurtz says the new policy is a quality control for social media sites under the MAC banner. He says the policy only appeals to staff-established sites and not to students. Well, 2,000 monsters, ghosts, ballerinas, princesses, and superheroes are expected to descend on Fredericktown Saturday when it becomes Freaky Town. Madison County Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Kyle Wright tells 18 Eyewitness News the streets are blocked off in the middle of town and children can celebrate Halloween.
It's a safe, controlled environment for the kids to come through and trick-or-treat. All the local businesses, they generally set up on all the main streets there in town. We close off the traffic. People go through. Last year we had over 50 businesses set up.
And Kyle tells us the businesses do more than just pass out treats.
And they don't just sit up and hand out candy. They also go through, they play games with the kids. Last year we had a hay maze, we do face painting.
This is the 4th year for Freaky Town, which drew some 1,700 children last year. The 4th annual housewarming for Habitat is set for next Friday, November the 2nd. Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity of St. Francis County, Linda Dickerson, tells 18 Eyewitness News the tasty event starts when you walk in and you're handed a glass of wine.
It's just a very nice, elegant looking glass that you use throughout the evening to do the tastings of the 10 different local wineries that are going to be there. And then you get to take that home with you just as a souvenir. And then we have some Baby Boomer band. The music is a local band and they're going to come out and provide entertainment for us again from 6 to 9 o'clock. And then we've got some wonderful food people that are going to be there. They're going to provide us with 7 or 8 different local caterers who are going to come out and give us a taste of their food as well.
And Linda says all of the money raised is the foundation for Habitat's work.
And what we do is we try to make this our biggest fundraiser of the year so that we can put this money that we raise right back into building homes for Habitat for Humanity.
For ticket information, you can log on to our website, kdkz18.com, and find out more. The 4th annual housewarming for Habitat is next Friday evening from 6 until 9 at St. Paul Lutheran School in Farmington. And still to come on 18 Eyewitness News, they're meant to give kids comfort, but Clark Powell tells us about a new study that shows things like bottles and pacifiers are causing injuries in surprising number. Coming up in Your Health.
The weekend's almost here. I'll have all the details on your Friday forecast plus your weekend forecast coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Those showers and thunderstorms are starting to develop here in southeast Missouri. And they're going to continue the rest of the evening. Looking at weather headlines for our area, we're going to see those continue through the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, we should start clearing out. Temperatures are going to continue to drop as well, and it looks like much cooler weather for Friday and the weekend. Currently here in southeast Missouri, some showers and thunderstorms are in our northern counties, and which is making it cooler. That's where the front is. 65 right now in Potosi, 68 in Festus, St. Genevieve though, 70, 72 in Fredericktown, 70 right now in Piedmont, Cape Girardeau at 75 and 74 in Poplar Bluff. Currently here at the studio we have 73 degrees, and that's what it feels like out there with some showers and thunderstorms out there right now. Current dew point 61, 67% humidity, west-northwest wind at about 15 miles per hour. What's in store for your Friday? Well, we're going to essentially scoot all these showers and thunderstorms out. Early morning hours on Friday we will see some showers, but we should clear out to see some sunny skies. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms, look at that overnight low, 38 degrees, much colder than what we've seen in the last couple of days. We saw highs in the low 80s today. Temperatures tonight in the 30s. Northwest wind 10 to 15. However, the further south you go, a little bit warmer. Poplar Bluff at 45, 36 in Potosi, and 36 up in Festus. For tomorrow, 51 degrees for your daytime high. Partly cloudy skies. North wind 10 to 15, gusting at 25 at times. 55 up in Festus, 55 in St. Genevieve, and a little bit warmer down to our south. 56 in Van Buren, 56 in Piedmont. The next several days are looking like this throughout southeast Missouri. On your Saturday, we will see 55 for your daytime high. Plenty of sunshine. Sunshine continues for the next several days. 52 on Sunday, back in the mid-50s Monday and Tuesday. Low 50s on Wednesday. Back to the mid to upper 50s for your Thursday. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. On Saturday, plenty of sunshine, 55 for your daytime high, low of 35. Then on Sunday, high 52, partly to mostly sunny, and a low of 31. Let's check your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
If you have young children, chances are you give them a pacifier, a bottle, or a sippy cup several times throughout the day. But a new study shows that some parents are actually misusing them, and each year thousands of children are hurt as a result. With more on the dangers and tips to protect your kids, here's Clark Powell.
As the mother of a toddler, Jackie Sherrill knows just how much comfort a bottle of milk can bring to her daughter Morgan, but in an instant, she also found out just how much damage it can do.
I was reaching to get her, and she kind of did a nosedive forward, and the bottle was in her mouth, and she chipped her tooth on the bottle.
And a surprising new study shows that little Morgan is not alone.
Every 4 hours in the United States, a child experiences an injury related to the use of a baby bottle, a pacifier, or sippy cup that requires a visit to the emergency department.
Sarah Keim is a researcher at Nationwide Children's Hospital who led the study, the first ever to look at these injuries on a national level. She and her team logged 20 years of data and found that 45,000 kids were treated for injuries while using these products, and the vast majority were around 1 year old.
We think that's because they're just starting to learn how to walk. They tend to trip and fall quite a bit, and if they're walking with one of these products in their mouth, they're apt to injure their mouth or their face.
Keim, who is also at The Ohio State University, says there are guidelines every parent should know about using these products. You should stop using pacifiers at 6 months. Stop using bottles when your kids can walk, and don't let them carry sippy cups around. In fact, teaching kids to sit and drink from cups without lids not only teaches good habits, but cuts down on the risk of accidents.
More than 80% of the injuries we saw in this study could have been prevented if these recommendations had been followed.
Recommendations parents like Jackie say are easy to follow, especially after learning the hard way how quickly kids can get hurt. At Nationwide Children's Hospital, this is Clark Powell reporting.
More than 2,000 kids a year are rushed to the hospital for injuries related to bottles, pacifiers, and sippy cups. Actually, experts believe the number is even higher because that number doesn't account for children treated at a dentist office or at home.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You know, beginning in 2012, it is lights out for some incandescents. So maybe we should learn about what their replacements are and what it's going to cost us. And we will, just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit. When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
This year marks the gradual phase out of the traditional light bulb. So if you aren't familiar with what's going on to be replacing them, it's time to shed some light on the subject. Here with your 60-second partner is Stacy Johnson.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, 15 cents of every energy dollar you spend is for lighting. Starting next year, it's going to be time to start the long goodbye for our old friend, the incandescent light bulb. January 1st, 2012, you won't be able to buy 100-watt bulbs anymore. First day of January 2013, no more 75 watts. And the first day of January 2014, it's lights out for incandescents down to 40 watts. So here's a bright idea. Let's learn about their replacements. There are at least 3 possibilities: the LED, the compact fluorescent, and the halogena. Here's the cost breakdown.
LEDs are more expensive than the incandescent bulb. They're about 50 times more expensive. This particular LED right here, for instance, costs about 24 bucks. Next, we got the compact fluorescent. These are about 10 times more expensive than the incandescent bulb. This costs about 5 bucks. Then we got the halogena, which replaces the flood lamps. This right here costs about 6 bucks, and it is about twice the cost of the lamp it's replacing.
But there's more to bulbs than cost. These use a fraction of the power of incandescents, and they last way longer.
This particular model right here is going to last you about 25 years. This particular model right here is going to last you about 7 years, and the halogenas right here are going to last you about 3 years.
So while these bulbs do cost more up front, using less power and lasting much longer illuminates the savings. And you can find one to fit pretty much any fixture. Bottom line, if you want to cling to the past, you can still run out and start stocking up on incandescents. But you know, why not just set aside a little money every month and start making the transition now? We can help. We've got everything you need to know about every kind of bulb right here at MoneyTalksNews.com. I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Many of you will show support by wearing pink, but there's another way that you can show support, and it has to do with a pumpkin. Jason Lindsay, our Mr. Science guy with Hooked on Science, tells us the science behind the pink pumpkin.
Breast cancer. It's one of the leading causes of death among women. But you can beat it, ladies. My mother did. The National Cancer Institute estimates that approximately 2.6 million women in the United States with a history of breast cancer were still alive in January of 2008. We can help the fight against breast cancer by purchasing a pink-skinned pumpkin, just like this one in front of me. They're the newest variety of pumpkins, and as you can imagine, there's a science behind them.
A gentleman out in Colorado, is my understanding, walking his field, saw this pink pumpkin. Then science took over. They refined the production of it, and now we have a pink pumpkin.
Are you ready to use science to blow up cancer? Let's do it. I'm going to add a little bit of water to my secret ingredient on the inside. Next, I'm going to insert a grill lighter. 3, 2, 1. Learn more at hookedonscience.org.
Go to KDKZ.com and click on Hooked on Science link under the Lifestyles menu for this experiment and others that might get you and your entire family hooked on science.
And here's what's coming up in sports. Farmington is going to try to exact some revenge at North County tonight in what is the first round of the high school football playoffs. Fredericktown is looking to start their second season with a win against Dexter, and Mizzou will still be without their #1 quarterback on Saturday. It's all coming up here in sports.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs. And they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Farmington will look and try to exact some revenge against the North County Raiders tonight when the teams meet up in the first round of the playoffs. The Raiders had ended 8 years of frustration with a resounding 42-6 victory over the Black Knights in week number 5 back in September. Coverage of Farmington versus North County can be heard live on our affiliate, Froggy 96.95.fm, and on your computer at froggy96online.com. After some tough losses at the end of the season, Fredericktown looks to bounce back against Dexter tonight. Coverage of the Black Cats and Bearcats kicks off here in just a little while on FM 103.9 and AM 1450, all a part of the Dawkins Radio and Television Group. Other playoff games of interest tonight include Perryville traveling south to take on the Sykeston Bulldogs. Hillsboro will host in DeSoto, Festus visits Cape Central, and Live for Life invades Park Hill Central. While Mizzou quarterback James Franklin, still recovering from a knee injury suffered earlier this month against Vanderbilt, isn't expected to see action in Saturday's game against Kentucky. However, Mizzou coach Gary Pinkel told reporters during the weekly SEC teleconference that Franklin has been jogging around a little bit. Pinkel also says he is almost certain Franklin will be back for the Tigers' next game on November 3rd at number 2, Florida. And tonight at 10, I'll have the first of my two-part look at Cardinals pitching for 2013, and we'll start with the starters. That's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check of that forecast once again. We're going to see those showers and thunderstorms continue this evening. Last through early morning hours. It looks like we're going to clear out for tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine, 51 on your Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the 50s. 50s continue for next week. Monday and Tuesday, mid-50s, sunny skies. Sunny skies continue on Wednesday, low 50s, but back to 56 on Thursday. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. The news doesn't stop here, though. Just go to our website, kdkz18.com, for your latest news, weather, and sports, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hope you have a good evening. Newswatch is next. We'll see you tonight, right here at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv.
Here's what's coming up tonight on KDKZ 18.